Why?
Oh, thanks so much.
I wasn't gonna make it obvious, but you were poking your eye out, so I was like,
So-
little nails.
Yes, which are painful but worth it. So one of my best friends, Erin, is starting a new business.
Oh yes, she was talking about that at
So
your
she's gonna
birthday.
yeah. So she's I don't know if she's completely into it yet, but she's got all her stuff. She's nearly ready to go. Yeah, this is one of our OGs. Love that we're starting an episode with you again, Erin. Haven't been on
It's all we talk about.
Exactly. She's either complaining or she's doing something nice. Yes, I went and visited her and she's like, let me do nails. It's called Builder Gel, like it's really good for like growth. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's do it.
Because she said it was similar to.
I guess it is.
Yes. Yeah.
It's apparently better for you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Forgetting that she won't be doing tips,
Yes.
which hurt my soul.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? One of my best friends, I support you.
Yeah.
Like, I was the first person she did it on.
Oh nice.
So I was doing a guinea pig. It was really funny. Like she had a like little bit of a setup. Everything hadn't arrived yet. So like she had all her products and stuff.
Yeah.
But she didn't have like the setup. So like I was on a table and another like a desk chair or like a stool. And then when we had to switch, my hands went like this.
Oh my god.
It was so cute.
It's hard
But-
starting out.
100%, and that's what I mean. I'm so grateful I did it with her. And I know that when you start out stuff, like you need your friends there that are guinea pigs so you can get stuff sorted. for
Yeah.
When you do want to get clients, so keep an eye out for that for
that's so
Erin.
exciting.
Yeah, so she's done that, which she's done such a good job for such small nails. Like they look really good. Everyone's
Yeah.
complimented them.
Yeah.
So hopefully it stops you girl from biting her nails.
That's so good.
I showed my partner and he was like, "You look like a child."
That's literally like when I didn't
I
have
feel
mine on
like
for
a
a week.
child.
I was like, my hands
Like
are
you-
so little.
Legit, but then you like, you know when you paint your nails as a kid? That's what I feel like.
Yeah, fair.
She's done an amazing job, 100%. If you have good nails, she will kill it. Even if you have small ones, she'll help you out. But it's hard because I'm so used to long nails.
When I saw your photo today,
Yeah.
I was like, she doesn't look like she's got her acrylics on anymore.
No.
I was like, maybe she's just like broken them or something and then just filed them
I
down
did,
or something.
and that's when Erin was like, "Oh my god, I got this," and I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then I was
Yeah.
like, "Can you just please figure out how to do tips with it?" Like,
Yeah.
I'll be a regular
Yeah.
customer.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be cheaper as well.
Yeah, but like hopefully it can strengthen them and let me stop buying them because so far I haven't. So
Did she say anything about can she do it with tips or is it just
it has to be on a natural nail. I guess it's on a natural nail.
yeah?
So I'm like, maybe I'll just get her to do my toes.
You're gonna let her
Erin's
touch your
really
feet.
into toes. So we'll see how
You're
we go.
you're gonna let her touch your feet.
Again, I'm gonna see how I go.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's a work in progress.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Can't lie.
Fair enough. Love them though.
Yeah, she's really good at it.
I thought they were black.
No,
one
they're
point, but
blue.
they're blue.
They're dark blue.
Which is very different for you. Isn't it?
Again, very different. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it goes.
It's probably better for you for work as well.
yeah. Literally.
Like-
It's been so good, but I keep thinking I have them on, so like I'll do things hesitantly. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't open this. I can't. I'm like, oh no, I can.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
which is great. So like they look beautiful, and I can still be practical. So maybe it's the way to go, guys.
Yeah.
Jump on that train.
I'll stick with my acrylics.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
very
Because
fair.
my hands are tiny and I just, like you say,
Oh,
Child's
at the
hands.
start I was like,
child hands.
I'm short and stubby.
Mm.
I don't like that. Like I like long and
Long. Thin.
sharp.
Yeah. That's right.
That was the same when I was like trying to give my partner a fat cut. She was like, oh, it's not
doesn't hit the same.
It's
It
not
doesn't hit the same.
I was like, I'm sorry. What are you gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
you guys gotta grow these things. I'm helping out your mate as well. So
Yeah, exactly. I was the exact same. When I didn't have mine, I was scratching his back and I was
Yeah.
like, it's just not. It's just not.
it's not it.
And he didn't react the same. Like it normally tickles him and he's like, no,
it's
don't
the
do it.
And
But
you're
I
like-
didn't get anything.
You're like, I know this doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Yeah.
It's worse
Tell
when
me
you
to
like
stop.
when you've bitten your nails and it hurts. And you're like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, no, fuck that for a joke. Fuck that for a joke.
Anyways,
New
welcome
trend,
back, guys. It's
Yeah.
44.
How exciting. I'm getting there.
Yeah, we are getting there. We're being a bit more. What's the word? What's the word?
I don't know where you were going with that.
Regular, but not regular. What's the word?
Yeah, well, we're on
What's
track.
What is it? Consistent.
Right.
Got it.
We're being more consistent.
We are being more consistent. Hopefully we've both just got shit together now, and we're going to start to record a few more in advance because I go away in
I was about to say
2 months.
Yeah,
Which is insane.
we've got some time.
We have no time. We hit our 1 year before that as well, which is this month. So
Yes, I was so happy June. We're
So
recording this on the
much
3rd of June
happening.
today,
It's
so
winter.
which it
Yes.
doesn't feel like winter.
no.
It was warm today.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Same at night though. It's always cold at night.
Yeah.
But May was terrible.
May was freezing.
Just admit it, that was also autumn and freezing.
freezing. Yeah,
So what?
but it's meant to be a little bit warmer this winter,
Woo!
which is nice.
So warm in.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Anyway, so this episode we're going to continue on from the tips that I brought up last week about how to move through your 20s and stuff like that, which I got a few people saying that they enjoyed what they heard and it was something that you can definitely relate to.
Yeah, we definitely should have done a full episode. But
Yeah,
at least
we'll
know that next
you
time.
Cut half of it and cut this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll continue on that. Bee's got some stuff, I've got some stuff. It's going to be a bit more of a juicy one this time, I'd say. And yeah, we'll get into it.
Let's go.
So, the last couple that I didn't say. So, number 15, focus on how your life feels. So, sure, we want to have pretty filtered Instagram stories to share. We want to have an answer that sounds impressive when our old friend asks us what's new.
Yeah.
Both of us every time we catch up now.
Yeah.
What's happening? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Literally nothing. It's like, let's do our weekly catch up. Oh, we've got nothing.
But none of that matters if you don't feel good about your life. So basically, I think it's saying is that instead of living a life that sounds good, sounds amazing, sounds exciting, live one that you're proud of and you literally flourish in because you're so happy about where you are.
Yeah.
And that can be anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And like obviously with the world that we live in today, and it's so highly revolves around social media.
100%.
Just bear in mind that a lot of people on social media, it's like a snippet of their life,
Exactly.
like a snippet of their day.
But it's not. I don't ever actually think you should ever compare to people like that because I actually got this highlighted to me during Valentine's Day. Actually,
Back in Feb.
I know, right? That was so long ago.
So long ago.
I was chatting to my partner and I was like, what do you do on Valentine's Day? And he was like, oh yeah, like, you know, I think it's nice to still spoil someone. The red roses are a big touch, beautiful, but it shouldn't be anything like a different day. Like, you should always be like that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Love. I was like, yeah, fair. And he's like, I also don't appreciate how much people tend to go all out and share that on Valentine's
Social
Day.
medias, yeah.
Yeah, so on your socials, because it's like the people that can't afford it still love their partner just as much as someone that can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could be spoiled to the max with, you know, jewelry, flowers, chocolate, so much. But realistically, that's all materialistic shit. A lot of the time, one, the girl probably would like fucking buy that for me. Two, she probably bought it for herself. Three, there might not actually be any emotion there. It could literally just be that they're both just got money.
Yeah.
To them the gifts.
It
like,
could just be facade.
you don't actually know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
a lot of the time, from what I know now, is like I used to be on Instagram all the time, so did you. Like, but for the genuine connection we have now, I barely am on Instagram.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't feel the need to be able to be posting my partner, to be posting my life. Like, I'm happy,
Yeah.
and I'm happy not sharing it.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of people have actually said that to me, being like, you've been so quiet on socials. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I literally don't do anything.
Yeah, because I don't need to. Like, I'm comfortable in my life. I'm happy with what I do. Like, obviously, when you're single, you flaunt it so much more because you want the attention. Like, we both know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm about the couples that, you know, show their love for each other on Twitter. Cool. But I was literally watching a TikTok and this girl was like, hear me out. I think people that spend every day together, post every day on social media, actually hate each other. And I'm like, you never know. Like, you don't know how they feel about each other.
Yeah.
They can be fighting every other second, besides the second that they're like, oh, do you like this post with me?
Yeah.
Like, you don't actually know.
Yeah.
So don't ever compare yourselves to relationships, to single people, because everyone's life's different. everyone goes through different shit.
Yeah. And it's only like a small snippet of their day.
100%.
Like, there's what, 24 other hours, 23 other hours of the
Literally.
day, and that would only be a minute of that 1 hour.
Literally.
So, yeah.
So, no. A lot of it is not real. A lot of it is just a facade. And like, let's be real, like a lot of the time we could put up a facade and make things seem like it's great when it's not.
Yeah.
Because
Shit could be happening behind doors.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone's got shit going on. So remember that. Being single can actually be quite awesome. We've said this before.
Yeah.
We got backlash from it, but we've said it before. Yeah, basically to say like it's disappointing to always try and find someone that doesn't match with you.
Yeah.
We've had that.
Yeah.
We've had the dates on Hinge. We've had the
Yeah.
fucking one night stands. And it's just
Gross.
disappointing. And you're
Yeah.
like, I would rather be by myself.
Yeah. And you learn to want to be by yourself as well. Like,
Legit.
being single was really good, and it was a really good
100%.
growing time for us, and it was a good
Correct.
learning curve. But you won't go through those horrible dates to just be like, oh my god, I want to be by myself,
Legit.
unless you're single and going through that. So
Yeah.
the good definitely comes with the shit
Correct.
times.
100%.
Yeah.
The good with the bad every day.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with quitting. Quit your job. Don't like it. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
we spoke about this last
Quit
week.
friendships. Quit relationships.
Yeah,
It's not quitting if it benefits you.
that's right. And it's your life, and you're the only one that matters in that situation. If you're not happy,
100%.
then
Correct.
fuck
If it
off.
doesn't feel right, why the fuck would you stay in shit?
Yeah, exactly.
But I think the biggest thing is like, don't view it as quitting. View it as moving forward.
Yeah, put a positive light on it
Yeah.
rather than looking at it being
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck this shit. Like I'm letting this go.
You're not doing it just because you're like, oh cool, I'm just gonna stop doing everything that I love because I want to pursue sitting on the couch, not making money.
Yeah.
Different. But if you're like, no, I hate this job, I'm treated like shit, I'm leaving it. That's not quitting to an extent. Like, it's more just like knowing you deserve better.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
2 more to go. There's no such thing as normal.
Mum says normal is sitting on a washing machine. That's all that normal is.
I get it.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought you said it's sitting on a washing
No,
machine.
it's setting on a washing machine.
Correct.
Yeah.
It
Because
is.
a lot of people
It
turn
really
around
is.
and be like, oh, I wish my kid was normal, or I wish I just had a normal life. And her answer to that all the time is it's just sitting on a washing machine.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Like, normal. What is normal? Like, what standard are you trying to live
Yeah,
to
exactly.
that's normal?
Yeah.
Like, any type of standard is just, it's not okay. Like, everyone says that happiness isn't, a destination, it's a mindset. Like, you're not going to be like, I want to be happy, I'm going to get to that. Like,
Yeah.
you work on yourself to be happy.
I mean, it's good to have that mindset to be like, that's where I want to be.
Yeah, but it's not a destination. You're not going to get there and stay there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Move around.
It's continuous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you have to choose things all the time. But normality is just, like, it's something that we've had put into us because that's what people want to have a set standard for. When realistically, nothing is normal.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
because it shouldn't be a thing.
No. It's just a setting on a washing machine.
Yeah. Nice.
If you take anything from today's episode, it's a setting on a
I'm a
washing
big fan of
machine.
that.
Yeah. It's a good little saying.
Woo, okay. Last one. Oh my god. Strong phone. Nothing is wrong with you.
It's the same as being normal.
Right.
The two kind of coincide with each other, don't they?
Feeling like something's wrong with you because you are not where some of your friends are. Maybe you feel like something's wrong with you when you look at your friends who are already married.
Yeah.
Kids.
Well, we spoke about that last week as well.
We did.
Like, everyone's in their own chapter of their own
Correct.
book, and we get there differently to everybody. So,
You are not worse nor better than them.
yeah.
I think that's something that we should just stick with. Like, big thing for your 20s, stop comparing yourself. You can't be higher, you can't be lower.
Yeah.
If you start comparing, you're living your life based on someone else.
Yeah. Just focus on you, boo. You do you.
That's it. You
Yeah.
do you.
Yeah.
And other people if that's where you're at.
Yeah. Fucking over if you're single.
Yeah, get around
Do it. Get around it.
But
And don't let anyone else tell you otherwise, that you shouldn't be doing that. That was another one that we spoke about last week.
Exactly.
You want to go out and have your hoe face, do it.
You do it. Like, I've got a friend at the moment who is just broken up with she got broken up with. But she's like, was a bit hesitant. She said like, I feel bad trying to get back on the horse. I'm like, fair enough. Like, the first hoe phase is fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like, we do this.
Yeah.
You do this. Our podcast started with you being like, I didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm only going to sleep with someone I really care about.
Oh,
like,
fuck, that went right out the window, didn't it?
But like, that's what I mean. So like, I think it's normal to have fears, to have worries, to have concerns. But realistically, again, you're doing what's best for you. Sometimes moving on is the best way to move forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and like the saying says, to get over someone, you got to get under someone. But like, use it wise.
So yeah, use it wisely.
Don't do it as like a revenge type thing. Do it because you want to do it.
Don't do it to try and get someone else's attention. Don't do
that's
it.
bad.
You're going to get let down, or they're going to get pissed off, and it's just a cycle.
Yeah, or someone will get their heart broken. Or someone, it's just a kerfuffle.
Legit.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Worries. It's multi.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So that's the 20.
Yeah.
Continued on.
Yeah. So do it all before you hit 30.
Legit.
Do as much as you can before you hit 30.
Do so much before you hit 30.
Yeah.
Live your life.
Yeah, exactly. Life. Yeah.
Start that business.
And the 20.
Start that podcast.
Start the podcast. Yeah.
Bro, honestly.
Yeah. Everyone who actually I say that we have a podcast, and I tell them what we talk about, and I tell them like the episodes of they can listen to snippets. They're like, oh my god, I want to start a podcast. I'm like, bro, do it.
Seriously, though, it's so funny. Like I was talking to someone the other day. Just like, I think it was like a guy that delivered my coffee, like at my work.
Yeah, right.
Like, hey, what are you doing tonight? It's like, oh, I'm recording my podcast. Like, you have a podcast? I was like,
yeah.
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 So that's huge. I was like, oh, is it?
Yeah, everyone turns around and is like, oh, do you make money from it? I'm like, no.
Nothing. Not everything's about money.
No. And they're like, well, you could. I'm like, yeah, I know that we could.
Yeah, we got to build that first. And
Yeah.
slow and steady.
Yeah. We're doing better than most.
Yeah, literally. We're
I think
50 episodes.
Yeah, earlier in our podcasting, I said, was it 20 episodes? I'm pretty sure. A lot of people don't hit that 20 episode.
Yeah, legit.
And anyone who kind of goes over that succeeds really well.
Correct.
And they normally, obviously, keep going.
But like with anything, like with any business, like with anything you actually start up, like it takes time, it takes effort, it takes sacrifice. Like obviously we're not sacrificing.
No, we're not sacrificing anything.
Besides that, eating time, but like
I'm hungry.
Besides that, like we spent some money to get like equipment and everything.
Yeah.
Besides that,
it's so simple though. Like I feel like the only thing that we could probably improve on is our camera.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we've pretty much done everything. Like when we first started, if you guys remember our OGs that have watched from the beginning,
don't do it. Don't go back.
The cringy ones. We were working off one mic. We were filming off my phone, which was an older phone as well. We were doing one laptop as well.
Yeah.
Now we're two.
That was going flat a lot.
Yeah. So like I went out and bought another Mac because I was like, we need that extra one, and we had the second mic, we just obviously didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
Legit, we got the webcam. Like.
Yeah, we got the webcam, we've got the ring light. Like it will cost a little bit, but like
time, it's just like you do something you love, and you kind of at the end of the day, the reciprocation you get from people is actually so lovely, and it's kind of like it doesn't need to go anywhere. Like
we do it for fun.
Legit.
But I think that's the next thing that we'll work up to is getting a new camera, because the Logie's okay.
She's doing alright.
But she could be better.
For now.
Yeah, she definitely could be better. Cool. So I'm going to go into my next one, but I wanted to do something that I think we should incorporate every week. There's two things, but we'll start off with one. I wanted to do a pet peeve and something that you're grateful for from the week.
Oh, okay. You can start? I'm not prepared at all.
Yeah. No, I can start. So my pet peeve for the week, which I'm sure it would be every fucking week, but Sydney drivers and their parking.
Yours that's every week.
That is every week, but
for you.
This week in particular, people have shit me.
Fair.
Bear in mind, I'm not on my period. I'm
just
I'm not moody, but like
always moody.
people, Sydney drivers are fucking shit out.
Fair.
And their parking is absolutely horrendous. Trying to find a park here,
Oh my god, sucks.
horrible.
The beaches for like housing sucks.
And then
Especially like from DY down,
yeah,
sucks.
yeah. And then in DY as well. I'm
Sucks.
there every
DY's
couple of
DY's
days.
the worst because it's so overpopulated.
So overpopulated, but just like where my partner lives in his street, I'm luckily enough that I am. I mean, I guess I'm grateful for it. I suppose.
Yeah.
It's not the one I was going to use, but his next door neighbour is an elderly lady who doesn't have a car.
Oh, beautiful.
So she's like, yeah, you can use my car spot.
Oh,
And I'm like,
so
oh my god, bless.
beautiful.
Where the fuck have you been all my life?
I love that. Just in DY.
Yeah, literally. So yeah, like going down to his was such a shit trying to find parking.
DY
And I'm like,
sucks, man.
I'm not coming down.
No, fair enough.
Because I drive around for 10
It's
minutes
actually
trying to find a
because
park.
there's so many high rises in the sense of like 3 apartments. That's where like no one can park. She only got one car park to every
And
apartment.
all the what's the brand of parking? It's not Meriton. It's like when you go to the city.
Secure?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're shit. Like you can
They
park
suck.
underground, but if you're there for 2 hours, you're gonna have to pay for it.
Yeah, they suck.
It's horrible.
Stupid.
So yeah, that's one of my pet peeves every week, but especially this week.
Are you grateful for that woman or?
Yeah, grateful for the woman, but I also want to say that I'm grateful for mum this week
Oh, beautiful.
because if you guys listened to last week's, as most of you know, I don't have a job at the moment. I've been currently made redundant, which is tough. It's a shit time for anyone to go through. But with what's going on at home, with mum's support,
Yeah.
it's been lovely.
Amazing. That's what you need.
Yeah.
As long as you got people by your side,
Mm.
the hardest things seem easy.
Yeah. Did you want to?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
So we can come back and
no,
do
that's
my
okay.
segment and then we can
That's
come
okay.
back.
Oh god, pet peeves. Honestly, I think my biggest pet peeve this week, because I've been helping a friend through a bit of a tough time, again, is what we talked about before. It's just people giving their opinion when it's just not needed.
Yeah.
Like, I am a big advocate, and I used to probably be someone that did it. I'll put my hands up. I don't think people should ever comment on another person's relationship
No.
or their situation.
Off that, I was listening to I don't know whether it was a TikTok or whether it was something, but they were saying to not get your family and friends involved with your
Legit,
relationship.
It just gets so much in your head.
Messy.
Which is fair, if you want people's opinion, I've been there, I do it all the time. But at the end of the day, like, a lot of the time you're going to get mixed reviews, people are going to put their bias into it. No one knows you or your partner better than you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, obviously we talk about stuff where, like, we know each other to a T.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, I'm going to do what I want to do, Bee's going to do what she wants.
Yeah.
We're always there for guidance, and that we'll be there when something goes wrong. But like I was helping a friend do something recently, and she was like, I know what you're gonna say, and I'm like, no, like you don't. Like, I genuinely want you to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
I've had so many people come to me and say shit that I don't agree with, and I'm like, I appreciate it, but at the same time, like, some people just need to be there to listen.
Yeah.
And know when to listen.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you do what you want to do. If you don't have friends that support that, then you've got the wrong friends.
Yeah. Like if you're going to your friends, it was what I listened to now that we're talking about it. What I listened to was more, don't get your family and your friends involved in your relationship problems.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's all they're gonna hear is negatives.
Yeah, and then also your family and friends are always going to take your side.
100%. And
So
they're like,
they're-
you deserve better. This is wrong. And it's like, well, it's not wrong. It's how they do life.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just sorry.
That's on the screen.
Yeah, and that's just it. Your family and friends are always going to side with you and be like, oh, fuck them off, or fuck them off, or
100%.
do this or do that. But if you don't want to do that and you just need to
Legit.
vent and you just need someone to
100%.
listen.
But we've all done stuff, like we've all stayed in a relationship, we've all gone back to something, like we all know it's probably wrong, or in the end we learn from it.
Well, it's always a
But
lesson.
you have to do it, or else you're not gonna learn from it, you're gonna blame someone else because you listen to them.
Yeah, like if your mom turns around and goes, yeah, nah, this guy isn't for you, or this isn't. Of course, she has your best interest at heart.
Legit.
But if you end up breaking up with that person and that person was what you wanted,
Exactly.
like it was just a bump in the road.
Things change. Like,
yeah, of course.
sorry, that was a big pet peeve because there's, lots going on in
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
But something I'm grateful for will definitely be my grandparents. I'm lucky enough to have both my dad's grandparents still alive. My mum's not.
Yeah.
But they're going through a bit of a hard time with illness because they are a bit older, and COVID never made any older person the same.
Yeah.
So really grateful that they're just here, and they were here from when I was a kid. So
yeah, bless them.
Wholesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take a plenty of that.
How lovely. How lovely. So yeah, that's a little thing that I'd probably like to introduce.
Yeah, cute.
Because I have never really gotten into gratitude.
I definitely do it before I go to bed. Do 3 things.
Yeah, and a lot of people do that. A lot of people either write in journals or they go through sort of stuff like that. But I've never really been one to do that. I'm very grateful for everything that I have. But as of recently, obviously not having a job right now, it hits you at certain points where it's kind of you should be very grateful, which I am 100% grateful of what I have. Definitely wouldn't have what I have if it wasn't for my parents.
Yeah,
so
that's what I mean. You gotta, I think, again, something that you should all learn from is that you should never be resentful or regretful of something.
Yeah.
You should be grateful that it happened.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose that's one thing, speaking about being in your 20s as well.
Yeah.
If your 20s is something that you obviously want to do by yourself and go through independence, and you're growing and all that sort of stuff, but with our parents and our grandparents, they're also growing old as well.
100%.
So as much as you have your own independence and your own freedom and you want to do stuff by yourself, don't forget about your family and your loved ones and those who are close to you, because they're also growing old as well.
100%. Know what's important to you, know who means the most, and know the people that have literally got you where you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold them.
Awesome. Yeah.
Alright,
let's turn it around. Let's go a little bit more lighthearted and fun.
Get into the multiple personalities. Let's go.
So I found a TikTok, which I think is a very old one. This one was posted back in 2021, but it was the comments that got me. So,
love it.
Ladies, what does sex actually feel like for you?
Descriptions?
So for examples,
oh god,
like you're about to sneeze and it never happens.
Oh, muffin.
Now, a lot of these are funny. They're on that line.
I'm ready for it.
It's an acting career.
Yeah, for women.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. There was one similar to this one. It feels like putting a Q-tip in your ear, but not getting that right spot.
That feels so fucking good sometimes. But then it hurts.
Yeah, exactly. When you prodded it too much.
When they press it too much.
And then it's uncomfortable.
And it's sticky.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
When McDonald's tell you the ice cream machine's broken.
Oh, disappointed.
That's rough.
That is rough.
Rough. Off it. You've ever been disappointed? Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, fair. Fair.
It's like when your back is itchy and they scratch the whole back except the itchy spot.
Oh my god, I feel bad for these women.
Damn. It's like going bowling and getting the gutter each time.
Like you know it's going that way.
Like, yeah.
But you still try again.
Yeah.
Nice.
When you're waiting for the beat to drop but it never happens. That's rough. We of all people know that.
So that's when you try and hit it too. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like doing lunges after leg day.
Not nice.
It's so funny. People are like, I feel for you women. You guys are
shit. Look, I've had my fair share of the Mac is not telling me the ice cream machine's not working.
That's so frustrating.
100%. And again, disappointing sex is fucking common.
Oh my god, it is.
It's like
oh my god,
a higher percentage than better sex when you're single.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, ladies. I'm so sorry. Be ready for it.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 men will be disappointing.
Yeah.
And won't make you finish. Which is a
Yeah.
terrible statistic, but it's true.
Yeah. There was one that was about the kids, when the kids help you clean.
Oh, they do it wrong?
And they do it wrong, so you have to go and finish it yourself.
That's so true.
So true.
I've done that so many times. I'll fake it and I'm like, alright, see you, bye.
Yeah.
And let's go.
Let's finish.
And the real shit begins.
Yeah, literally. When your teacher wipes off the whiteboard but misses a spot.
Or like any type of person cleaning a window and misses a spot. Yeah.
It's like when you've been thinking about your leftovers from the night before and you come home excited to eat it, only to find out someone else ate it. Yeah. Yeah.
So many disappointing things in life, and sex relates to it. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
You ever get a birthday card and no money falls out?
That is just robbed. Every time I like really slowly, just in case, I'm like, come on, watch. And then you're like, oh fuck, I have to read it now.
There's nothing there.
Or when you get the money and you just pretend like you're reading it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, cool, how much is it?
I'm all the one thing about it is the fuller right here. When you almost fall asleep but then someone wakes you up. That's horrible.
What happened to you in sex?
That's seriously. Seeing a preview for a movie, being all excited for it, then hyped, and then
sucks.
Yeah.
Fair. That's the two dating apps to the real thing.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
No.
Just
seeing you fit
just
seeing you fit on a dating app and then being like, oh okay. Alright, we'll see how this movie plays out.
Yeah.
See how the plot goes, and it's disappointing.
Yeah. And the trailers are normally
shit. It is shit.
Yeah, yeah. The trailers will tell you what's going
100%.
on. Trauma and disappointment.
Oh lordy. Is there any good ones? Like
No, they're all shit. Painful because there's no foreplay. Ooh.
Oh, no. Most of my sex is foreplay.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
If you're not doing your foreplay right, like,
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you even there?
Don't have it.
Like,
just don't do it.
No.
Just don't do it. When you try to yawn, but the yawn never happens.
Like, yeah, the sneeze.
When you're one number off from winning the lottery.
That's like me on like sports bet when I'm one tick away. And I'm like, go. Doesn't work. Then I'm like, oh, I'll try again.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible.
That sounds disturbing.
Yeah. There's no good ones whatsoever, to be honest. Like
it's like that one where you watch like, remember when you're a kid, like the TV used to have that DVD symbol and it would like move and you're like, oh, it's going to hit the corner.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You're like, oh.
There was,
is it a festival?
Yeah. And everyone goes, oh.
Literally how a girl has sex.
Oh gosh, that's hilarious. Like you run a marathon but there's no water waiting at the end.
Or like no medal.
Yeah. Yeah, or no medal.
How can I do this?
Yeah. Yeah,
wow.
they're all. Oh, like when the DVD logo is heading towards the corner, that's hilarious.
Never hits it.
Yeah, they're all just like sitting in peak hour traffic.
Oh god.
That's horrible.
Ratchet.
It's the same as when you're not even doing it.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Some of y'all need better men.
100%. That's what I mean. Like,
that's so funny.
I can honestly say, with every part of me, I'm having the best sex of my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, incredible.
That's
it
good.
Just gets better.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I also thought some was good, because, you know, some are. But now I'm like, oh my god, like nothing compares to that.
It's different when you have a connection with that person as well.
So different.
Like, I've had fucking shocking sex.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, I've had shocking sex where I've been like, bro,
what's the time?
I need to fucking go home.
Well, I'm hungry.
But then, yeah, literally, what am I gonna have for dinner when I go home?
Literally.
But then I've also had really, really good sex, but it's just on a completely different level when you've got that connection.
Intimacy and passion. Like, that's what does it for me. Like, I'm huge on that.
100%.
So, like, when you have a connection with someone and they just know what they're doing and know what you want.
Yeah.
And just when, God, we can't keep talking about that. I can't lie.
She's gonna get. I'm just gonna say one more and then we'll move on. Like you're trying to plug in your charger but you keep missing the outlet.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be painful.
Yeah.
Very painful. Ooh.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, sex is a very, like, an amazing thing.
It
like,
can be.
It definitely can be,
It's all
especially
right.
when, it's not all bad. You
No.
will get shit sex. We're not gonna lie to you. You will get shit sex.
Single,
But-
you get shit sex.
Yeah, but there definitely will be those times where you'll have
Yeah.
really, really good sex.
Yeah.
Just for all the males listening, just listen to her.
Just do it.
If she says something,
Learn.
there was one that was like, Patrick, the lid. Like literally, if she's like, keep going,
100%.
keep going.
100%.
Keep
Or if
going.
she's moving your head.
Don't
follow
fucking
where
stop.
she's telling you where to go.
Yeah. Because a lot of the time, even if a female hasn't explored herself and she doesn't do a lot of that stuff, if you've hit a spot
Yeah.
and she's enjoying it,
Stick to it.
and she tells you and she's trying to move your head to be like,
Literally.
this is where I want it.
Literally.
She's felt it and she
Communicate
knows.
during sex. Just communicate before it. Like, what are you into? How do you get yourself off? Figure it out.
Yeah.
Important.
But if you don't have a conversation, just body language is a massive thing.
Huge.
And if she's grabbing you by the hair and moving you back over to the left,
Huge.
don't go back over to the right.
Don't go back over to the right. Get your shit sorted. Okay, so my little topic for this week is I'm gonna turn this down. Oh, the TikTok. So unpopular opinions, dating edition, because I've had a bit of a as I said, I have my pet peeves are like just how people respond to other people's dating lives. So it'd be interesting to see what opinions people have on like dating. Cool. So this chick on TikTok was like, her first one was, you don't need a 3-month talking stage.
No.
See, we obviously, yes, I completely agree. But again, I'm going through, still going through. Obviously, yeah, like people just have processes, people do things in a certain way.
Differently, yeah.
And it's like, okay. And again, it can seem it can be strange to some people, it can be strange to the people that they're with.
I was gonna say, especially if you're not used to it.
100%.
If you're a person that has met someone and they're like, yeah, I don't kind of make a decision or I don't, set anything concrete until after the 3 months.
Yeah.
And you're not used to that.
Yeah.
Like I know if someone said that to me, I'd be like, you can get fucked. I'm not waiting 3 months.
Fair.
Because like, what's the point?
Completely fair. So I think with my situation, to be honest, it's been a big build up, and I'm so grateful for it because it's actually let me learn so much about the person I'm with, the person I am, the way I want to be loved, the way I deserve to be loved. And it's been definitely a roller coaster because everyone's is.
Yeah.
Everyone has ups and downs.
Yeah.
And it just depends on how you want to view it. So for me, for a bit, I'm hesitant. I was like scared. But at the end, if someone commits to you and like gives you their time and wants to give you their attention,
Yeah.
and wants to build something with you, then just move forward with them.
Yeah.
The way they move forward.
I think it's just a little bit different if you're definitely on the same page and you're the only person I'm talking
Oh yeah,
to.
no, if you're not
just like clarify.
Don't do it.
The other person's like, yeah, I want to wait 3 months, but like still talk to you, but still talk to
Oh
other
god,
people.
no. God,
Like
no.
I wouldn't do it.
No.
But like if you're so open about how your relationship will pan out and be like, look, I'm into you, I'm only into you, I'm only talking to you, but I don't kind of say anything concrete until like the 3 month mark, then that's fair enough. It's just something that you have to learn to adapt to.
Ensure that it's just you two.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing, for sure.
Yeah.
Just you two. Because if it's not, you're getting played.
Yeah. 100%.
For sure.
100%.
What is it? Her face is blocking it, so if she actually just wants to move her head, that'd be great. If someone cheats on you, they don't value you.
Oh, so I do think that. I think they don't have the value and the respect for that person to be like, look, I'm not happy, let's take a step back, have a
Yeah.
break, let us do what we want to.
Yeah.
I think that is true.
Yeah.
But the sole reason of cheating, some people, I just feel like, have other needs that maybe they're not being met by that person. It's such a controversial topic. Like
100%.
cheating is such a controversial topic.
100%.
So like, obviously, like, what would your thoughts be on that? Do you think it was because someone doesn't value you, or is it like I would say to a degree?
Oh, to a degree.
To a degree, to be like,
it means
you don't.
they don't value enough to have a conversation.
Yes.
And say I'm bored. I'm lonely. This is happening.
Yeah.
It, to a degree, is devaluing you and your emotions and taking anything that you feel out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just think about themselves all the time, and they're like, "Well, you were neglecting me." Like, sorry.
But like that other person in that relationship probably doesn't even know that.
Correct.
Because they haven't spoken about it. So yeah, to an extent.
Communication. Kissing on the first date.
Kissing, yeah.
Apparently, some people say that it's gross and they don't know anything.
God, would it be 12?
Apparently.
I know that sex on the first date is very controversial as well. But kissing. God. Oh my God. I freaking remember.
I've done a few things on the first date.
Literally. Yeah. Like freaking going back to bloody school discos. I don't know if you had them in Melbourne, but like, so I went to Macquarie Girls. And Valley Boys were our brother's school, like, because we weren't that far apart, and we used to have dances that were called Valley Macca. Yeah. I was in high school. I was freaking macking off boys all the time.
No, I don't know.
That's interesting. I'd be very interested to know
what people think. It's really hiding people.
Oh my God.
Spoiling someone goes both ways.
Yes, it does, but it could be in different ways.
Correct.
Could be in forms of gifts, could be in forms of like taking them out on dates or just doing something special, or like there's 100 different ways, thousands different ways of how you can spoil someone. Yeah. But people.
But I think it shouldn't. I also don't think it should be on another person to feel like they have to spoil someone else.
Oh no.
If someone's spoiling them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't find it comforting if someone's like, okay, your partner has a lot of money, he works a lot, he spoils you with gifts. You shouldn't feel like you have to do the same thing. And if you do, communicate and try and get him to change it. Yeah. Into experience.
Also, also learn. That's a good way to learn about your partner. Like, I appreciate being spoiled with like affection, so like kisses and cuddles and just quality time. Whereas my partner, he does like that, but he appreciates things like cleaning the apartment, or just doing stuff that kind of takes the stress load off for him. Like, so that's in a way spoiling him because he doesn't have to worry about something like that. So it's just a way to learn about your partner, to be like, okay, well, I might not be making as much money as him, but I can spoil him by, taking him out on a date, but like for a picnic, it's going to cost you like $20 or something. Like, there's ways
enjoy
around
effort. People enjoy time. Like, you just don't know.
Time and effort is such a big thing in relationships. Like,
correct. Okay. So then there's this other TikTok that I was listening to, and I'm just going to play it because I don't really remember what she says.
It's super controversial and it's going to piss some of you off, but I'm just going to be totally honest with you. If a couple is posting each other almost every day, they're posting cutesy videos, they're posting every time the other person does something nice for them, they're posting all the flowers, all the dates, everything, they're making edits of each other, they hate each other. They straight up hate each other. As someone that was that person, I was that person. I'll tell you right now, I was that person, so this is why it's facts. They're breaking up every week, they're toxic, and they're fighting. Those videos are just to prove to others that they're fine when they're really not.
So, as we said, a lot of people can show different aspects of their lives.
I think it's just a facade.
Yeah.
But then also, it really depends on the phase of their relationship as well.
100%.
Like, a lot of people in the beginning of their relationships will post constantly about their dates and about their partner, and because you're in the honeymoon phase and you want to boast about it and like you want everyone to know and X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like each their own, I guess. Like,
so that's what I mean. Like, it depends on your relationship, but just again, don't look at things for face value.
Yeah.
Last one. A break in a relationship can actually do a lot of benefits. Be beneficial.
Yeah. Have a lot of benefits. Yeah.
Do you agree?
Well, being in my past relationships, having a break was definitely something that I wanted, because I wanted to know whether I was in this relationship 100% or whether it was obviously not going to work. But my partner at the time was very against that.
Yeah, of course.
I do think they can work, but to an extent of obviously like what you need to lay out the foundations of the break. Like, is this a break where we go and sleep with other people, or is this a break where we just spend separate time apart from each other to work on ourselves, rather than it being like, let's have a 3-week break or something and you can go fuck whoever you want.
I don't think that's a break though.
Well, exactly.
Like,
it depends on what you're wanting the break for.
Exactly. If you want to break from that, that's ridiculous. Like,
if your partner's coming to you and being like, I want to break because I just need to go and explore other people, then I would be like, nah, fuck it off.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, go and do it, but don't come back.
No. Like, I think that's the thing. I believe they can be really beneficial.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just need that time apart. If you communicate enough, it can help. Especially when you're living together, where you have things that are connected.
Yeah. It's
good to take space. It's good to take time away. And it just allows people to go and live their life and be like, okay, I miss this person.
Yeah.
I'm living my life for this. Or,
I have got 2 friends that are currently going through that at the moment, and I spoke to my female friend about it, and I said, you know, this is going to be good for you guys because you've pretty much been living in each other's pockets.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't set those foundations and those boundaries from the get-go.
Yeah.
And you're just constantly together. So, of course, you guys have gravitated apart
100%.
because you don't know anything else and all of this shit is happening.
Legit.
So this break will be good.
Yeah.
And from my knowledge, they're quite excited to kind of rekindle with each other.
Good.
So 100%.
That's what I mean. Like,
They can definitely be better.
You got to take that leap as well, because sometimes you're like, well, it's better than staying in something that's not good for both of you. Trying something new, and it doesn't work. Like,
I think that's the mindset, and that's what I said to her. I said to her, is that fair enough, you can take these 2 weeks apart. It might be very beneficial for you both, but you also need to be very mindful of the outcome.
100%.
Because you're obviously having this break for a reason.
Yeah.
If you guys come back together and go, hey, this isn't working,
which one person can
yes, you just have to
be
keep
ready.
that in mind. And you know, having a certain period of time away from each other gives you that time to work on yourself as well.
100%.
And that kind of gives you a little bit of a pre-breakup, I suppose, because you're sort of ready for it, but you're sort of not.
I think that's where some people get stuck in it though. They get concerned, they're like, okay, we've broken up. I'm ready for it. Whereas another person probably like, okay, cool, like, we're having some space.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back together, and then bang.
Yeah, I think it's good to, if you are deciding to have a break with your partner, maybe just be so open about it and be like, look, this is obviously not working. Don't have expectations that it's going to work out really well after this break, because it just might not.
Yeah. Another one I read the other day, which I think is very important, someone said that your partner should not be the only person you spend your time with. Which I completely agree. Like, I've been that person that's been so loved up and in my past relationship and wanted to spend every day with them.
Yeah.
But then you neglect your friends, you neglect your other life. Like, when you have a joint life, it makes things harder when things get stressful, when things impact both of you.
Yeah, because you can't step away from it.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Like, you need to have that space, you need to have separate things. Like, which I'm so grateful for what I have now is that I live so far from my partner, but it's good in the sense that most nights we'll call and be like, okay, like, why don't you just come here now? We'll work like, no, it's okay. Like, we don't need to be doing this. Like, we live closer, definitely would be. But it's just like, okay, no, I got work in the morning, you got stuff to do. Like, it's important to have our space, and it really makes us want to spend so much more time
together. Yeah. It's like I said, it's at the beginning of your relationship. It's very honeymoon phase. You want to spend all the time in the world together. And I listened to a podcast where it was a group of guys talking, but they were saying that your partner, when you get into a relationship, your partner is your priority, really. Like, of course, you're your own priority. Yeah. Sure. But your partner is normally your kind of your next priority before your friends, because especially if you're looking at a long term. Yeah. That's the person that you want to grow old with. That's the person that you want to die with.
100%.
But in saying that, that doesn't mean that you should completely cut off your friends and your family. Like, know when you kind of need to separate the both. And like Chris said, you know, having those breaks and that separation, it makes you miss each other. It makes your relationship stronger. But you also need your friends, because if something happens and you fucked everybody off, you're not going to have anyone to land on.
Like, just, I know it's great to have your partner there every second, because like, I love it. I do. He's my best friend to a degree, like, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's different in the sense that, you know, that's the person you like want to be around all the time. I get that. But it's just so important to spend time alone.
Yes.
And with your friends.
Yeah.
And that was, can't just neglect yourself and other people.
Of course.
You lose yourself.
And that's what we were talking about last week. It's that setting boundaries and setting your like your priorities and your standards and all of that sort of stuff. It needs to be communicated at the beginning, and it definitely needs to be set. A conversation needs to be had at the beginning to be like, look, let's do X, Y, Z. This is our kind of like our routine. Gives me time to go see my girlfriends. Gives me time to see the boys. Like, it also gives me time to spend time with myself. Yeah. And I think that's alongside communication. Obviously, that's what that was. Yeah. Massive thing about a healthy relationship.
Yeah, for sure. Like, because I wouldn't talk to my partner about things I'd talk to me.
It's
not the same kind of.
There's a line.
Exactly. Like, it's different, and sometimes you just need to get out of that space, because you know you're with them all the time and you're becoming literally one person. Okay, if that's what you want, fair enough. But know that you are two separate people, and you should still live your life.
People just get so reliant on having that person there.
God, I've been there. Literally a codependent for so long in my life, and I'm like, now I'm like, no. I'm happy to sit on the couch on a Sunday night and not do anything. Which I love, because I've got that comfort that I have someone, which I'm grateful for. But it's the same, like, I still see so many of my friends and still out all the time, which I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Can't be bothered. But it's nice, because it's like, no, you need to make this effort with these people, because at the end of the day, you don't know what can happen. Friends are more stable a lot of the time than relationships, because they have a lot more up and downs, because you're with each other all the time. You clash, you're two different people, but you're trying to become one, but realistically, you are two different people. Like, it's going to be not all sunshine and rainbows.
No, not all. No. So it's definitely an important thing to take on.
Agreed. So, but we're probably going to cut it there. We'll stop it there.
But hopefully we were chatting about having some guests on hopefully soon.
Yes. Spoken to my friend who's going to jump on.
And I think we might get Mum in as well.
Oh yay!
I think it'd be good to it'd be a bit of a fun one to kind of throw in a few questions for the people that have questions that they don't want to ask their mum but want a mum advice.
Yeah, of course. We can give big sister and a mum advice.
Definitely can't give mum advice. All mums will have different advice, but I think it'll be a little bit of a fun one.
It'd be nice to kind of get an advice on like, how the fuck do you look after your daughter when she's literally bawling her eyes out on the floor? So I've done it with a best friend, but imagine it being your daughter. I literally am like, I don't want to deal with that day. I would generally get in my car and just go dash something.
I'd be
if I didn't and my partner didn't, I'd lose it.
I'd be that mum to be like, okay, where does he live?
100%.
Let's go.
100%.
Bring her
I'd be that mum. I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
We're gonna go pick up Auntie Riss and we're all gonna do it together.
We're going. I will be packed.
But yeah, hopefully within the next, we've got a few lined up.
Yeah.
We'll do a big one for our 50 and we'll have a few guests on in between.
Yeah. And we'll obviously hit out 1 year.
Yeah. So lots of exciting things coming up.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy!
But stay tuned for that.
Exactly.
Love you guys always.
Stay safe and stay warm because it's gonna start getting fucking cold. And everyone's getting sick, so be careful.
Yeah, so you sound a bit nasally.
I am! My partner's been sick every fucking week. We just cycle it around.
Swapping it over.
No.
Love that. Okay, all good guys. We'll see you next week.
Thanks guys.
Bye.
Bye.